Hey guys, welcome to the Baby Vlog 2013, and this is just my intro video. Well, this is the first video that I'm doing on this channel. I have another channel. It's called My Studio Fix. But if you are from My Studio Fix, then you know that I made the announcement that I am expecting a baby. So I decided to take another channel, to start a new channel to talk about everything that's going on with me with having a baby. So this will be a rambling channel probably most of the time, and I'll kind of give you some information and maybe say something that someone else has already said, but it sounds different when I say it, so you understand it better, because I found myself watching different channels and getting the same information, but people were delivering it different. So it seemed like it was different information, but all the time it was really the same. So you'll hear me talk a lot and ramble on about this, that, the other, and another. So, yeah, so I don't know where to start. So I'll just start. I don't know. So maybe a year or two, maybe 2 years ago, I went to my doctor and I said, hey, I've never tried to get pregnant. I've never thought about it one way or the other, but, I think I might want to have a baby. So she was like, well, to get off the birth control, wasn't on birth control. She was like, okay, well, just have at it. It might happen. So I kind of got a chart together as far as when my cycle was on, when it was off. But my cycle was very irregular. So I went back to the doctor and I was like, my cycle's really irregular. What do I need to do? So after she examined me, she realized that I had fibroids. So, of course, with the fibroids, it was like, yeah, we might have to do something about those. Well, in a matter of a year, they had started to grow so much that they were just like massive. They weren't massive. I'm exaggerating. They were about the size of. They were about this big around. So that's not very big. About that big. So, she was like, well, that might block you from being able to get pregnant. Might not. We don't know. We just have to wait and see. We'll try this. We'll try that. Nothing was working. I took Clomid. I took just a lot of different stuff. Hormones everywhere, up and down, up and down. But I was like, I'm going to do this because I'm trying to have a baby. So, still didn't get pregnant. Just kind of said, whatever, she was like, well, you might want to go. We want to go and, take a ultrasound and a x-ray of your tubes, make sure they're okay. I was just like, oh, forget it. Never mind. I'm just going to leave it alone. So as time progressed, I left it alone. So fast forward until April 2013. So this has been like 2 years. April 2013 comes around, and I think that something's going on, but I don't know what. So I'm like, these fibroids are really, really growing. Like, I can feel them. It's something going on inside of me that is just not comfortable. So I said, well, let me make an appointment, go see my doctor, see what's going on. So when I called, they said, is it an emergency? And I said, well, I think my fibroids might be enlarged and I really need to see the doctor for it. So they said, well, okay, you can come next week. Well, first they would say, well, if it's an emergency, you'll need to come this week. But if it's not an emergency, you can wait until next week. So I was like, okay, fine, I'll wait till next week. Went to the doctor the next week, and lo and behold, they start asking me all these questions. When was your last cycle? Cycle was still irregular, so it was like, I think my cycle was in February, and now it's April. So the nurse started asking just a whole gamut of questions, like, are your breasts tender? Do you feel fatigued? Have you felt any discomforts? Have your bowels been irregular or anything? So I was just like, why are they asking me all these questions? And we're here to talk about my fibroids. Okay, yeah. Get on the table. The doctor comes in and she starts talking to me about my, the same questions that the nurse had asked me. The doctor started asking me the same questions, but in a little bit different way. So I was like, okay. And I'm saying in my head, what is going on? Like, really? All right. So, she said, and I said, well, I'm here because I think my fibroids are growing. And I probably need to do an ultrasound, x-ray, something to look at them. Do the ultrasound so we can see what they're doing. If they are growing, then I need to try to get them out immediately or whatever. So she said, well, yeah, we probably won't be removing the fibroids anytime soon. So I'm like, okay, is there a problem? She said, well, you got something going on, but it's not your fibroids. So I'm like, okay. I said, well, I'm here because of the fibroids. No, not exactly. So I was like, she said, well, we're thinking that, no, we know that, well, it's a definite that you have. I was like, oh, God, because, I was like, I have what? She was like, you have a baby. And I was like, a baby? I said, oh, no. I'm here for my fibroids. I said, y'all must have my stuff confused with somebody else's. She was like, no, ma'am, you are pregnant. So I was just like in total shock. Like, I tried all the time to get pregnant and never got pregnant. Gave up on the thought and idea of being pregnant. And lo and behold, baby is in the oven. So I'm like, what is going on? But anyway, we go down to the ultrasound room. We do the ultrasound. Baby is in there just as clear as day. As a matter of fact, let me see if I have a picture. I was 10 weeks. So imagine, I'm completely shocked because I'm thinking 10 weeks. What kind of, yeah, 10 weeks. There it is. Yeah, my little baby at 10 weeks inside of the oven. So I'm saying to myself, what in the world? They have got to have this all wrong. Like, this has got to be a prank. Like, this is the meanest prank in the world. Why would somebody do this? And the lady that was doing the ultrasound, I was like, are you all serious? And she was like, oh yeah, you got a baby. She started measuring. She was like, this is the head, this is the body, the rump, this is, and I'm like, okay. And I'm just laying there in total shock. So I say all of that and I tell this story to people all the time because I just want people to know, don't give up. Like, if you are wanting to have a baby or if you desire to have a baby, don't give up. Go do whatever it is that you need to do. Be wherever you need to be. Whatever you have to do, do it because it's worth it. I am 39 years old and I am pregnant. So never been pregnant. Never, never thought that I couldn't get pregnant. Until later on, because as I got older, I said, well, I run the risk and all of that of not being able to get pregnant, but hopefully one day I will be able to get pregnant. So anyway, fast forward, last week I did an amniocentesis, and if you all would like for me to talk more about the amniocentesis, please comment below, let me know, and I'll be more than happy to talk about it, to tell how it went. Didn't really want to film it to vlog about it, but maybe I'll do some vlogging here and there when I am at the doctor. I don't know yet. Yeah, but anyway, so yeah, guys, I'm pregnant, 39, pregnant, and I'm really happy. So comment below, like the video, and all of that. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. All right.